Hi guys, welcome back to another video. So today I'm going to be sharing a recipe for pickled nasturtium seeds. While I was visiting my parents this summer, I asked my mom if she had any capers at dinner because I just love eating capers, and she said she didn't. However, she did have pickled nasturtium seeds, also known as the poor man's caper. So she went and brought me the jar and I tried them and I just absolutely loved them. I thought they were so tasty and I was just eating them up like candy. So then my mom asked if I wanted to learn how to make the pickled nasturtium seeds myself because she had a bunch of nasturtiums in the garden and the seeds were all ready. So of course I said yes, and I decided to make a video on it because I just thought it was too cool not to make a video on. So if you want to learn how to make your own pickled nasturtium seeds, then just keep on watching the video.
Alright, let's get started and turn these little seeds into a delicious pickled treat. Nasturtiums are awesome. The entire plant is edible. They fill the garden with beautiful, vibrant colors, and hummingbirds and bees love them. And to grow nasturtiums, all you need is one package of seeds and then you're set for life. As the flowers die off, they'll form a seed that you can collect for planting the following year, or you can pickle them. And trust me, you'll have enough seeds to do both. So to pickle the nasturtium seeds, first you'll need to pick enough seeds to fill a mason jar, plus a few more. You'll want a few more because before pickling the seeds, we'll be soaking them in a saltwater brine, which besides removing anti-nutrients and mellowing their peppery flavor, will also reduce the water content of the seeds, allowing you to pack more seeds into the jar after soaking. For best results, you'll want to pick seeds that are green and plump and don't fall off the stem easily. If they've started to turn brown or have fallen off the plant on their own, those seeds are best saved for planting next year. Next, you'll want to wash your nasturtium seeds, so I just put them in a big bowl and wash them in some water to remove any dirt or debris from the garden. Now we're going to create the brine. So fill up a bowl with enough filtered water to cover the seeds, and then add 1 tablespoon of salt. I'm using Himalayan salt, and just stir that up until the salt's dissolved. Then you can add your beautiful nasturtium seeds in and give it another stir. Now you can cover your bowl and set it aside for 12 hours. And I will mention, when your seeds have been sitting in the brine for a while, it'll produce this really pungent, sulfurous smell. It'll be really stinky, but don't be alarmed, that's completely normal, and your pickled seeds won't stink like that. After 12 hours, you're going to drain the water off and rinse them again, and then repeat the process of covering them with fresh water and a tablespoon of the salt. Repeat this process every 12 hours for a total of 48 hours. Once your nasturtium seeds have sat for a couple days, we can get pickling. So we need to first prepare our vinegar on the stove. I add around 1 cup of apple cider vinegar and then 1 teaspoon of organic sugar and mix that up until the sugar's dissolved. This is optional, but I'm also adding in a couple of bay leaves and a bit of thyme for some extra flavor. Now it's time to pack the nasturtium seeds into your mason jar. So just rinse the seeds again to remove the brine, and then put your herbs if you're using herbs in. I'm placing the bay leaves on the side of the jar to make it look extra pretty. And just start packing these seeds in a little bit at a time. And you can use any size mason jar that you want, however my mom's preference is 16 ounces or less. Now you can pour the vinegar over the seeds, topping off the jar with a bit more apple cider vinegar if needed, and just make sure that all the seeds are covered with the vinegar solution. Then just put the lid on the jar, making sure it's nice and tight, and you can store it in the refrigerator. You'll want to wait at least 2 weeks before tasting them, the longer the better. Once you've opened the jar, they'll stay good for around 6 months if stored properly in the fridge. Once they're ready, you can use them in your favorite dishes. I've been enjoying them in my salads, and I also love adding in the nasturtium flowers for some extra color and a bit of peppery taste. And I must admit, I especially love eating the pickled seeds straight out of the jar. I hope you guys enjoyed this recipe. Feel free to follow me on Instagram where I post daily photos, and subscribe and hit that bell notification if you haven't already. I love you guys, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!